Hello, beautiful souls. Let's talk about self love and self care. And I hope you have been taking good care of yourselves because it's never been more important, more necessary than it is right now, but also because you deserve it. And I hear so many people say, I've had a long day, I deserve some me time, or I really deserve to relax because I've worked hard today. And I think it's nice that they are willing to take care of themselves, but I don't think self care should be a reward. It's not something you need to earn. It should be a way of life, it should be a priority every day. You deserve it. You don't need to justify looking after yourself. You don't need to explain. You don't need an excuse to take care of yourself. You deserve it. You are worthy of all the love, all the time, all the attention. And it's an investment. It's not selfish because the better you take care of yourself, the more love, the more generosity you are going to have for everyone around you. If you're exhausted, if you're always in self-sacrifice mode, you're not going to give people what they deserve or what they need. You won't be able to. And you don't even realize it. Some people think they're wonderful because they keep putting everyone else first. They think they're admirable. They think being a martyr is a beautiful thing, but it's not. It's not. People need you to take good care of yourself. And then you can give them all the love that they deserve. And it will mean that you give them unconditional love and attention. Because you will give yourself what you need. And then you will be able to have no expectations. You won't be always judging, controlling other people because you won't need to. Because you will be self-reliant and strong and balanced and grounded. That's how it works. And so many people don't know how to get there. I've been told so many times, yes, I would like to take care of myself, but I don't know how to do that. I don't even know what that means. I'm not used to doing that. I'm not used to even thinking that way. And it can be a huge problem, but you just have to be willing. The willingness is enough. You don't need to have all the answers. You need to be willing to take the first step and see how it goes, where it leads you. It's enough. You can tell yourself, I am willing to learn to take care of myself. I am willing to learn to value myself. I am willing to learn to love myself. That's a big one. That takes time. That doesn't come naturally. We don't love ourselves. We hate ourselves to start with, but it doesn't matter because we can change that. We learn to love ourselves unconditionally. We just have to be willing and set the intention. And Louise Hay, who was anything but selfish, she helped millions of people, and she did it by learning to love herself. And then she could teach other people to do the same. And she did something I really love. She would tell herself every morning, first thing in the morning, what can I do for you today? I just love that. Can you imagine if everyone did that every day? What a wonderful day we would all have. And it doesn't mean that you're going to spend your whole day doing nothing but the things that you like. It means that you remind yourself that you are worthy of attention, that your feelings are important, that you matter. And that's a wonderful start. And I used to wake up thinking, oh, I have to do this and that and the other. And before the day even began, I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed. I was stressed out. Now I begin my day by setting the intention to be kinder to myself, to be receptive to all the good, and I just receive so much love, so many good surprises all the time, just because now I am open and receptive. I am willing to receive, I am willing to be surprised. I used to hate surprises. I used to like to control everything because I was always scared. I used to think I was unlovable. I used to think life was so complicated. And when I started to take better care of myself, when I started to do more of the things that I enjoyed, when I started to relax a little bit and to accept that everything would unfold in the most perfect, wonderful way, I just kept receiving gifts all the time. So it is possible. It is absolutely possible. You just have to be willing. You just have to decide that you are going to see yourself differently, and you are going to see life differently as well. You just have to be willing, and all the answers will come to you. Another thing you can do is to listen to the messages you are sending to yourself. Your body is constantly sending you messages, and you might ignore them. But if you try to change that, if you start to pay attention, that will make a huge difference. Your body is always telling you, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm tired, or I've had enough, I don't need a second helping of cake, or I really don't want that drink. And it's also sending you messages about the energy around you. Oh, I don't like that person's energy, or oh, I want more of that person because really I love their clean, positive energy. You should pay attention to that. You should allow yourself to feel all your feelings and emotions and sensations, even the painful ones. Sickness is a message. Every injury is a message. You should pay attention to everything. And you should also pay attention to the messages you receive in your dreams. I had a dream recently that I want to share with you because I think it was very meaningful. It was a nightmare, actually. It's a very, very bad dream. And you might know that in dreams, you've probably noticed that everything seems to be heightened. Every feeling, every emotion seems to be more intense than it is in real life. And that's because in real life we try to dull them. We try to ignore the feelings, the emotions, the sensations. But in our dreams we feel everything. And our dreams are trying to send us messages that way, to force us to feel all the things that we refuse to feel the rest of the time. And so in that dream, I was running away from someone. I was terrified. I was sure that person was going to hurt me. And I suddenly fell. And my pursuer caught up with me, leaned over me, and I saw my own face. And I woke up screaming. It was the first and only time that happened to me. But I was so terrified. And I was afraid of myself. And so I decided to meditate on it because I felt that dream was really meaningful. And I got two answers. The first one was obvious. I can be my own worst enemy, and I know it. And even now, even after years and years and years of self-care, I know that I can still beat myself up. I know that I can still be very critical and judgmental. And I know I can be really unfair with myself. So that was obviously something that I needed to realize. And the other thing is that I am sometimes afraid of getting to know myself better. Marianne Williamson, who is another of my favorite authors, said that we are not afraid of our limitations. She said our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond belief. And that can be scary because in a way it's a responsibility. If we are that unlimited being, it means that our life is going to change and we don't really feel comfortable with the idea of change. Sometimes we prefer to stay in a situation that we don't really like because we know it. We know what it feels like, and we don't know what the future might entail if we make the change that we really desire. So I know that. And I know I've limited myself so much. And I know that when I don't limit myself, yes, it is scary, it can be terrifying, but what happens then is so wonderful. It's beyond any expectations I could have had, because the universe has so many solutions that you can't even imagine. So I know I am ready to stop limiting myself. I am ready to really live. And I'm ready to take good care of myself and to give myself all the attention, all the time, all the love that I need to make it happen, to make it possible. I am willing to try. And I hope you are too. So that's all for today, but stay tuned and take care.